Grand Final, the final match, a best-of-5 series between Team Copium and the Bangbush. Qualifier number 2, ladies and gentlemen, for the Heroes International for Europe. Here we go. This series is going to determine the second seed for Europe. Obviously, we have already washed up qualified through the first qualifier, but in October in Miami, we have a tournament with 8 teams, 3 European teams, 3 North American teams, and 2 Korean teams. And, well, it's all about getting your ticket for the offline event and making the trip to Miami. Washed Up is already signed up for it. Bangbush, they want to go, and so does Team Copium. So the question is, who's going to get the second seed out of Europe? $11,000 are on the line in October. And again, if you want to have more information, make sure that you check out the link right over there. The entire event is open to the audience. So if you happen to live in Miami or nearby, or you're planning a trip there, then you can very well also combine that with a bit of a stop at the event, shake hands with players and casters, and it's going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be great to have all 3 regions represented at a single event once again, and obviously qualifiers are happening all over the place right now. In Korea, Team Tempest already qualified, and yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. But, well, you can also contribute. There's links in the description if you're watching this on YouTube right now, not only to the website where you can find the dates and everything else, but also to the GoFundMe. Every single donation is going to be matched by our sponsors, and the whole goal is to just get more casters involved, make sure that we can up the level of production a little bit, get also maybe more roaming cameras and so on and so forth. So everything really helps to get the players flown over to support all of this. So if you appreciate events like this and tournaments like this, you should definitely check it out. But talking about it, we have now Sergeant Hammer banned out. It's actually kind of funny that they ban Hammer against Copium is kind of funny to me, since Ultralisk is of course the one that everybody is looking at now when we're talking about Sergeant Hammer, but apparently even the Bangbush doesn't want to go up against the Hammer time. So we have Blaze as an opening. The right wing gets taken, and honestly this already terrifies me, just this opening alone. It's Infernal Shrines, and if you diligently watch the second qualifier, then you know what Nagrom can do with Diablo on this map, and you've seen Henning play with Brightwing here. And it just always feels like when Henning has Brightwing, nobody dies. I mean, my personal theory is that the Fruit Fly is so disgusting that everybody is just staying away from them and can't get the last hit in. But people say that she's been useful lately. So we have Lucio and we got Hanzo. I gotta be careful when I make jokes like this because I already know that everybody on Twitch chat pretty much gets it. But once that the video hits YouTube, there's gonna be like at least one idiot that's like, do you actually know that Brightwing is really good in the meta right now? It's like, no, I had no idea. I just cast this game every day. But no, it's total news to me. There's always one. If you want to have some fun, just browse through a couple of old videos on YouTube and you're just going to sit there facepalming the entire day. But yeah. One of my favorites was a guy that came in and said, like, can this guy please be quiet? I want to enjoy the games. On my private channel. I'm like, Alright, maybe that's the wrong channel for you. But yeah. There's definitely some goalies. I honestly need to screenshot some of those in the future and just show them. But yeah. I'm getting sidetracked a bit. We get Lucio, since he wasn't banned out, they're rocking him, together with Hanzo, so Nano is immediately going for his hero again. And there's finally Vala. I've been talking about her in the previous games over and over and over again, that I want to have some Vala plays, especially on Infernal Shrines. Gimme that multi-shot, gimme that value. We get Leoric together with it, and we like it. Good stuff. So with that, we got a double pick to close out the first draft for Team Copium, for the red team. And, well, Nano has also pushed over the Hanzo pick to Gavlo a lot of times, and then picked his last, but they go for Falster, they got mirrored in. And, I have to say, it's going to be an uphill battle for them. Now, Team Copium can take maps, don't get me wrong. They had a bit of a scrappy game in the losers bracket final against Draco and his boys, against the Cats. But going up against the Bangbush is a bit of a different beast because the Bangbush, again, they are one of the favorites to make it to Miami, and they, of course, want to just crush through this grand final as quickly as they can. They came here from the winner bracket, and Ultralisk comes in with a Medivh pick towards the end of the draft. And that sets the stage, but yeah, it's going to be tricky for Copium. Not impossible, but tricky. They need to get off to a good start here if they really want to get the momentum that would help them to win this one. But we're starting things off on Infernal Shrines. First map in the best-of-5 grand final of the second qualifier between Team Copium and the Bangbush. Game number 1, we're on Infernal Shrines, everybody. On the left side of the map, we got Henning with Brightwing, Nagrom on Diablo, Svamgrotta on Leoric, Ultralisk with Medivh, and Skok with a multi-shot Vala. Whereas on the right side of the map here in the grand final, we got Gaflo on Falstad for Team Copium, Simply on Muradin, Casper is playing Blaze, Vexo on Lucio, and Nano on Hanzo. So at this point in time, it's of course the big question, can Team Copium stand tall against the Bangbush? And the blue team has really rocked this tournament. They did such a great job. A lot of the games that they played looked like quick matches. They were speedrunning things. But at least at the beginning, the first thing that happens is that Skog is having a bit of a problem as he's entering the bush and gets met with a lot of damage here. Of course, he's going to try and stack his level 1 as quickly as he can. Same is true for the baseline on Medivh that we're going to keep an eye on. But the aggression from Team Copium, they gotta bring it here for sure. They had a bit of a break before they headed into this series here. And now we're just going to find out slowly and steadily if they can also take a couple of maps of the Bangbush and maybe get that early ticket to Miami. Now, a couple of the players that you see here, they've already been in Miami in the first event that we ran there earlier this year, which wasn't quite as international as the big event now in October. It was only a single European team that entered the competition at the NLG venue against all the NA teams. That, by the way, got defeated by the only European team that went there. Okay. Sorry. A little bit of cough there that I developed here today. But yeah, so Nagrom and Ultralisk, they were already in Miami earlier this year, and they definitely want to go back, so they have a bit of extra motivation to now decide the series in their favor and get that second seed ticket to the main event. Now, so far we haven't really seen any kills yet. We got 7 stacks for Vala. Of course, it's an absolute dream to rock Vala on this map when you're just carpeting the entire shrine during the objective. With multi-shots, you get value against the objective, you get a couple of damage points in against the opponent's heroes, and it's just all in all a win-win-win-win-win situation. We got Leo heavily attacked here on the other hand, and that's the first blood of the game, I'll say. Svamgrotta goes down. Well, nicely done. Team Copium with the first blood. A little bit of a theme that we've already witnessed in the previous series, and they're pulling it off against the Bangbush too. But yeah, right now we got the Reverberations. We're going to get the Bronzebeard Rage. We have Camps taken, 2 for the blue team, 1 for the red team. And no Paralyzing Rage. The Neil Peasants for Leoric. A little bit more wave clear potential for him. 7 stacks for Medivh, and the first objective is up. So, let's go. Objective number 1. And Skok with also his level 4 talent already picked. So the only thing that we probably have to watch out for a little bit is the level 7 adjustments, since Tai recently has started to go into the Frost Shot there instead of the Hot Pursuit. But most Vala players with a multi-shot build will still drop Hot Pursuit on level 7. And the question is still, is Skok going to do that? Yes or no? So they're trying to take down the Shaman camp at the top, and they're already focusing this very heavily. And they are apparently also trying to get a kill here, but nobody in their team is making that mistake. And they're just burning the wall down. This is one of the variations you can always go for when you're playing on Infernal Shrines. You can give up the first objective, instead just go for structures, and then do so much damage that even your opponent with a Punisher won't be able to do more than that. But they don't even have to sacrifice this. Instead, they are now moving in. We have level 7 for Team Copium. Falstad is flying over. Nearly getting a kill there, but with the talent disadvantage for Team Bangbush, this is going to be a bit of a weird battle. They have the lead on the objective, but they got to be very careful when they're engaging into the team fight, since they still have the talent disadvantage. Already 12 stacks for Medivh now, but the red team draws even. Another big hit. Vala on 16 stacks, they're zoning them away, and they're aiming for Muradin for just a moment, but shifting their attention back towards the shrine where they get the Punisher, despite the fact that they still don't have level 7. Well, and here we are. We got a single kill, level 7 on both sides, Hot Pursuit as expected for Vala, and damage already dished out against the wall. The bait over it has happened, and immediately Nagrom engaging trying to threaten them further. Falstad is at the bottom of the map. We have portals already being used to threaten Team Copium a bit more and zone them away also from their fort, which is happening right now. Muradin is getting his ass kicked a little bit, but he still survives. The problem is that their fort is pretty much gone. I mean, they have like 2-3 hit points left on it, but once that either Vala, I mean anybody, is making the way over towards it, it's going to fall. They could even just go in and drop a portal on it, for example, and then do that. So, yeah. Things are looking okay for the Bangbush. Haven't gotten a kill yet, but at least the first objective was pretty impactful. 19 stacks for Vala, 16 stacks for Medivh, who's obviously still providing vision over here as he moves along. And Svamgrotta, yeah, they're not risking anything to get that camp. Not quite worth it. But there's a bit of an experience advantage for Team Copium. If they can hold that, that will of course help them a lot. Another camp about to be taken by the Bangbush on the other hand. So they take another Khazra camp down here. And Vala completes her quest and is of course going to continue the stacking on the level 1 talent. But already decent numbers for them. The birdie taken down by Leo in the meantime, together with Brightwing, as we still have an attempted play being made there. And yeah, as I said earlier, you want to go with a portal in and just take it down. So the first fort destroyed. Catapult pressure is now slowly going to start to mount up in the mid lane. There's not going to be anything crazy anytime soon, but again, every bit helps. There's level 10, so we get the ley line. Technically, even ley line into Apocalypse is now a possible combo for them, so they can try to pull it off. We have Strafe for the extra damage on Vala. Both teams with level 10 abilities. As we get the high 5. And the next shrine should be announced soon too, spawning at the top side. So that's where the real action is going to happen with ultimates on both sides. But portals are already slowly set up again. Nagram is fine, can simply move out, no problem here. Vala also just hesitant a little bit. There's nothing really to fight over. They're playing it slow, they're playing it safe. Always looking to see if there's maybe somebody isolated anywhere on the map. If you can gank up on someone with a quick portal from Ultralisk, that's a different story, of course. But yes, Leo still at the top. And there's not a lot of camps to be taken either. Maybe a bit of a gust approach. We had a couple of Sudoku. Trying to zone him away from the portal, but that's a cooldown. Yeah, that I would have been a bit hesitant to burn. And already they're going for Falstad. So the flying monkey as Brightwing gets engaged in the action. Objective is popping up, but the gas is obviously down for another 40 seconds. At the beginning of the fight, they won't be able to rely on that in any way, shape or form. So it's a bit unfortunate. But, well, nothing lost yet. It will be available during the fight. But as it stands, the Bangbush is still attempting to get some damage down here. Nagrom with a bit of a mistake there, though. If he gets the full combo off against Garflow, then that could be a dead birdie. They still want him, and they come in for the kill, and they're gonna get him. Nicely done. Fully utilizing the portal from Medivh to get the hit. Falstad is dead, and they're going for another one. They're already using the ley line to go for Lucio. Didn't quite work out, but with the minion wave that is now pushing towards the fort, they might even be able to take this one out. At the top, Leo has fallen. Even Hanzo utilizing his arrow in this case. Didn't need it as it turned out, but they got the kill regardless. So likely they will get the objective, but it doesn't matter because the Bangbush is already dropping the fort at the bot lane. And that's something that Team Copium is very unlikely to be able to pull off, even with a Punisher at the top, because we're only 8 minutes into the game, and that Punisher is not going to be strong enough just yet. So they have to defend the top lane. 30 stacks for Vala. They also have a lead in experience, which translates into a level 13. But they're trying to buy their time. So to make sure that they get their own level 13 talent. And I like that. Again, if you're this far ahead, you can always try to just slow this down a little bit. But their hand will be forced soon. They're trying to trap. Yeah. They're trying to trap whoever comes up topside in order to get this. But they're already taking some of... I mean, if they can zone them away long enough, that would be incredible. And Hanzo has currently missed this. They're already setting the portal up and are forcing him back 20 to 39. There's no way they're getting it, but it would be funny as hell. The Entomb is happening, and oh boy, even a kill would be enough. Frozen Punisher is taken, they go for Mirrodin, but now you gotta be careful. The arrow is connecting, they go for Leo, but he was already on his way out, and they portal away from the Punisher to make sure that the jump is not getting procced in front of the wall either. Then again, the wall is nearly gone, so it doesn't really matter all that much. But now the important part is really that it's highly unlikely for Team Copium to take the fort down. And again, the trade was Bangbush eliminated the bottom fort, and they lost the Punisher as a result. But they can still protect their own fort up at the top. Bit of ranged poke coming in from Hanzo, but nothing too threatening just yet. Falstad has moved into the middle, Blaze down to the bottom, so they're still getting some additional damage in on the other lanes. But it's not a fort. So with 2 forts lost, there is a significant lead for the Bangbush, at least when it comes to structures in this game. Now, since we don't have a lot of skirmishes at this point in time, it also means that Vala is struggling a bit more to get stacks together. She has 36, which isn't bad, but it's not like we had any prolonged battles around an objective that would have allowed her to get more multi-shots into play. So, a bit unfortunate. Now we have 1 level missing until 16 is in. And Falstad is still sitting at the top as the team is going for a ley line play down at the bottom of the map as they're going straight for that particular camp. Apocalypse is being used. Diablo wants it. Falstad comes in. There's Svamkarota. Camp is just getting ping-ponged around, but it is the red team that takes it eventually. So nicely done. Team Copium able to stand tall there, take the camp. And for the Bangbush, it just wasn't possible to get the kill. Even the Entomb there towards the end missing, as they were hoping to force the fight and prevent them from escaping. A set of portals already being hit. Vala with a few more hits, and she's currently at 42 stacks. Talking about stacks, it's probably worth pointing out that we have 28 for Medivh, so that's nothing crazy. Like, he's not done yet. And 28, I mean, it's not... yeah, it's not great. So you want to be a bit farther ahead than that. I mean, we're talking about level 16 talents already. So Ultralisk is playing this quite safe now. But for him to complete his baseline, he needs to pick it up a little bit. Because eventually he's definitely going to be targeted here. Skorg with the Manticore on level 16. We're 12 minutes in and a big dive by Nagrom. But he has the portal support from Ultralisk time and time again, and that makes it quite easy for him to go for aggressive plays because he knows that it's very difficult for him to get punished. And talking about it, another portal. Leo jumps in, jumps out. And they got Lucio, but they can control the portal a little bit by him just booping everybody back here. But there's no chance right now for the Bangbush to capitalize on the level 16 talent. Team Copium has locked in the same talent here. The fight's still happening. Vala with a few more hits. The arrow connecting with 2. Vala in trouble. Needs a shield, needs it soon, or at least a portal. And is able to move out of the fight. Brightwing low, but might still escape. Gusted into a corner. Apocalypse connecting. They still try to go for Nagrom here. Another jet propulsion in the back as they're aiming for Henning. Brightwing against low. Diablo still alive, but they're attempting to turn it against Blaze with the strafe being used. And tons of damage coming in against Team Copium. Everybody jumping out as they're looking to retreat. A portal, if they could set another one up in a moment, might just allow them to jump in. But of course, with the fountain still there, the red team could easily recover their hit points and mana points. So now the next objective is up. Leo is already in position, and Vala has definitely stepped up her game in regards to stacks. We have her with 38,000 damage now. More than 50 stacks. Medivh is currently closing in on the quest completion for his baseline, which would help a lot, of course. He's sitting at 33, getting more by the second as everybody is focusing on the next objective, and the Bangbush has taken the lead here. Skorg dancing away from the Stormbolt. Nice. Could come in again with another big hit. 56 stacks now for the multi-shot build, and 34 for Medivh. This time the Stormbolt connects, but the shield is there. Ultralisk paying attention. They're zoning them out. Arrow being used, only connecting with Brightwing. Leyline is in. Mirrodin barely escaping. They're coming through the portal, but a nice move to stop Nagrom as he was trying to give chase. Still only 4 kills in this game. It's the opening map in the best of 5 of the grand final. But we have to push for the bot lane keep already en route, and they are burning through that wall. within seconds, making sure that the Punisher can get some extra damage in and that the jump can be followed up by them as well. Yeah, they're moving in for it. Mirrodin jumping out. Here's Diablo trying to lock him down, and the damage numbers are just rising for Vala in particular as she's capitalizing time and time again on the AoE attacks here. 35 stacks for Ultulis, playing it safe in the backline. Doesn't want to die and lose the stacks here, but the keep is about to go down as we're seeing one more arcane sentries on the ground. Caspar in trouble. He's not the only one. Keep is gone, and the blue team retreats. They don't push it too hard here. They already accomplished what they came here to do. 62 stacks now for Vala. 81 stacks for Falstad, by the way. But as we have Medivh scouting out everything that's going on, the blue team is taking the camps again. Taking the Khazras one at a time. And yeah, it is just tricky for Team Copium to get a foothold in this game. They've lost a lot already. 51,000 damage for Vala. 91,000 for her on the siege damage. And they're still playing it very safe. I mean, to be fair to Team Copium, they're not far behind. When it comes to experience, they're even in kills. It's really the structures that are their biggest problem. And obviously, that's one of the most important parts in the game here, at least when we're talking about keeps. But generally speaking, they are able to keep up in XP, and that is kind of important. Nagrom gets stunned, but he should be fine. The battle over here, a little bit more important. Gust being used, again trying to control the portal. That didn't work. Nagrom engages, gets a bit of a save, but the arrow comes in. And Diablo is dead. The problem is that Mirrodin has also fallen. Brightwing is saved as Svamgrota uses the Entomb to make sure that Caspar with Blaze can't follow on it. And another multi-shot would be going big here. They take Blaze down. Get another hit in against Hanzo. 39 stacks now for Medivh. One missing before he completes his baseline quest. But yeah, it's a little bit bonkers. Absolutely crazy. 69 stacks now for Vala. Nice. And the quest is completed for Medivh. They're pushing through the middle. It's a 5 versus 3 on the map. Leo is already focusing onto the top lane, but the final fort still stands for Team Copium. And he's currently correcting that situation. Here we go with a Farflight Quiver. And of course, they're getting Hanzo here, no problem. Mad damage, mad aggression. They're doing as much as they can with the level 20 advantage that they are currently holding over the opponent. It's going to be a 5 versus 4 still after Blaze is back because of Hanzo getting destroyed here. And the fort, the keep in the mid lane is, of course, losing hit point after hit point. Big dive though by Diablo, and he gets saved, but the question is for how long? Once again, it is Falstad who has to gust them out, but they're going to siege up on the core a little bit more. There's the ley line. They're trying to end game number 1 with a quick kill. They're going for the birdie. Can't take him down, or can they? Gavlo falls. Well done. Vala still with a strafe, sitting at 71,000 damage right now. 120,000 siege damage, and the core is losing its shield slowly. It's a 5 versus 3 on the main structure. The level 20 advantage is huge. The objective is popping up too. The shield gone, the core falling slowly, steadily. Hanzo, 5 seconds, and he's back. He has the arrow, but is that going to be enough to give them a kill here? They're down to 70% on the core. Game number 1 is not looking good for Team Copium. They're still struggling here. Where's that arrow when you need it? There it is, but it gets dodged out easily, narrowly missing the target and kind of useless. But now we have them moving on for Caspar again, and they are dropping Blaze like he's a hot potato. Vala with a kill and going for the core once again. 44,000, trying to get a few more kills in. But Muradin is down, Hanzo is down, and the core will fall to Lucio. Does what he does best. He runs away, but the game is over and the lead has been taken by the Bangbush as they claim victory on Infernal Shrines.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Game number 2, Tomb of the Spider Queen, everybody. The 1-0 lead for the Bangbush. Copium, they held onto the game a lot longer. Well, maybe not a lot longer than I expected, but they did a great job until, yeah. It's a little bit weird, right? On the one side, they lost a lot of structures, but on the other side, it's not like they got totally steamrolled in these fights. So there were a lot of small engages where they might have been able to get a kill or so, but towards the end, it really just felt like from the start, it was more so Bangbush that really just had control of the game. Now, they never fully dominated in the sense that they walked away with 10 kills to 0 or whatnot, but they always were the ones that were, you know, calling the shots, making the moves, engaging. And it's something that Copium was missing a little bit. But there's always this one situation, you know, if it's still very close and the team is only ahead by, let's say, half a level, then a single team fight can turn the entire game on its head. And that's the danger that always existed for the Bangbush there. But they still did a great job, and it was a very solid performance. Now that we're heading into Tomb of the Spider Queen, they of course have to build on that. And for Team Copium, it's going to be a bit of a different scenario here too. They played a lot of Mephisto on this map, so that could be a thing. Hoga banned. Well, they're targeting Ultralis. Do they ban Kerrigan? After they got rid of Maiev already? Or what's the play? And, well, it's Diablo. The Nagrom Respect ban. Which leaves Kerrigan open. That's already scary. And there's a Sergeant Hammer ban. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's always so easy. You know, people, when certain heroes get picked, people always react the same. They're like, oh my god, how could they let that hero get through the draft? It's quite easy because you only have 3 bans. So, if you go up against somebody like Ultralis, the first few bans that you immediately want to lock in is Maiev and Kerrigan. Then you're still looking at his Genji being quite strong, you're looking at his Mephisto potentially, and then you haven't even dealt with players like Nagrom or also Henning, who has been crushing it with his support plays over and over and over again. This time he even gets Lucio here, so no Brightwing, but Lucio can now try and make some plays, with Leoric getting taken very, very quickly by a Swamp-Grotta. So yeah, it's a bit rough, but Team Copium, they need to find some kind of answer. They could go for Jojo again, they've done it before. The Blaze Johanna combo is quite nice, so good chance that they're going for it. Maybe even a later Mephisto pick as usual. But they are this time the ones that are picking Brightwing. They're like, this Brightwing thing seems to be pretty okay. A little bit disgusting, but seems to be quite strong. So yeah, let's go for it. And they have Hanzo. Yeah? It's not a bad, I mean, again, it's not a bad start into the draft. But you look over to the Lucio that gets played by Henning, and I'm already like, I'm not sure about that. On the other hand, I have to admit I would say the same thing if they had picked Brightwing. It's just because the last 2 days he's been playing out of his mind. I mean, he saved heroes with like 6 hit points, 40 hit points, like no hit points there, and they still survived. It's kind of nuts. So they ban out Johanna, which makes sense to me. Again, I expected them to pick, I expected the red team to pick Johanna. But they decided in favor of Brightwing here, so now Jojo is banned away. They have the next double pick, which means that they're going to take their tank. Could be Murin, for example. And now Kerrigan? No, they banned Junkrat. Kerrigan is still up. Okay, Kerrigan is up, Medivh is up, Genji is up. Ultralisk likes that, I can tell you that much. He's looking at the draft and he's like, oh, wait a second, what? They're leaving a lot of my heroes still in play? Awesome. Finally, I can take what I want to play. Varian and Kerrigan. Ay, 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 ay. Stun City, baby. Okay, we're going to get some aggression here. Nagrom with Varian. And, yeah. Skorg as the last pick. It's the only one that is still missing. But oh boy, that already looks like it's going to hurt. Okay, how do they deal with it? The red team. Zarya on Garrosh, alright. Yeah, a little bit wild for Hanzo there only, but you gotta raise Garrosh now. So at least you got that. Zarya, Blaze, and Garrosh. Pretty tanky. But together with Hanzo? Alright, Skog, final pick. Map number 2 here in the grand final. The lead for the Bangbush. And with Tomb of the Spider Queen, our final pick is Sylvanas. So now you have on top of all of this either a mind control, which you can't miss, or a wailing arrow for a silence, which you pretty much also cannot miss because there's so many stuns involved. Game number 2, everybody. Let's see if the Bangbush can build up the momentum that they will need with this composition, or if Team Copium is sustaining themselves through those fights and ties the series. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Bangbush against Copium. Henning on Lucio, Skog on Sylvanas, Ultralisk on Kerrigan, Swamgrotta with Leoric, and Nagrom for the blue team with Varian. On the right side of the map, Team Copium, already down one map in the best of 5 series. We have Nano on Hanzo, Makes on Brightwing, Gavlo on Zarya, Casper on Blaze, and we get Simply on Garrosh. So again, on level 4, the speed bubble is going to be used to accelerate Garrosh a little bit and go for race car Garrosh so that they can try and get some easy flips in. Could work out for them, we'll see. But there's always Varian on the other side, so it's going to be a funny game here. There's a lot of CC, and the whole idea, of course, of what the blue team is currently doing is to try and get the CC connected. And we have, nice, first of all, a double combo by Ultralisk, that's the first one. But teams are just trying to push. Sylvanas approach at the bottom of the map, up at the top, they're trying the same thing pretty much with Zarya. It seems like the blue team is a little bit faster on this one. Blaze is now slowly rotating down to deal with them and try and defend. But yep, they're accelerating this game quite a bit. If you take structures down this early, then you can expect the game to be a little bit faster paced than usual. So already the tower at the bot lane is down to 50% HP. Nagrom, yeah, now that the minion waves are gone, they have to retreat here. But I guess both of them are pretty happy with what they were able to accomplish. A little bit more damage done by Team Copium up at the top. And things are starting to normalize now a little bit. Leo hasn't made a choice yet, so there it is. Austin's renewal, okay. Would have been surprised if he didn't go for it, but yep, there we have it. So down to the bot lane. Gavlo sitting tight, waiting for his level 4. Same as Varian, obviously. Varian is trying to come in with the big taunts. And then the Kerrigan follow up, so they need to combo them together slightly. And Zarya is active at the bottom of the map as they are going for the Siege Giants before they are paying attention to their own Bruiser camp. Quite the opposite on the side of the Bang Bush, as they're already moving in for this one. But yep, level 4 talents. Popping up next. Flip! And Swamgrotta misses the drain. Yeah, but he's fine. Ultralisk is still nearby. If there was a problem, they could have dealt with it. Not an issue. Okay, level 4 talents are kicking in. That gives us the taunt as usual. What the fuck? What? Nope. Are you fucking with me? Okay. Did he misclick or are they just fucking memeing at this point? Garrosh goes down. They're going for the attack. They got so much CC, they could easily tee it up with the taunt, but they are going straight in for the meme blades. What? Okay, they're memeing a little bit here. Hanzo down, Varian is dead too. That's what you get, my friend, for picking meme blades. And Kerrigan is also dead. The Bang Bush starting to troll a little bit here. I mean, what the hell? They went meme blade on this one. I really want to know if he misclicked or if they're just trolling. I really, really want to know. Alright, so yeah, so we're getting meme blades. We have meme blades in game number... I mean, he's French. He did it intentionally. I kind of forgot. Nagrom is French. He definitely did that on purpose. So yeah, they go for the meme blades. Fair enough. They must be quite confident with the 1-0 lead immediately moving in for this one. Okay, let's go for it. Let's go for the Shashlik. 2 kills to 2. And good luck getting the damage there connected. I mean, first of all, he needs to attack with the rest of the team so that they can at least provide some stuns for him. But they're already going for the attack. Yeah, Brightwing the Polymorph. There's the stun. And then immediately Nagrom hacking away as best he can. And he gets killed. Welcome to Meme Blade Variant. That's exactly what you get for that. Oh, God. Nah. Yeah, obviously has to adjust a bit. Second wind on level 1. I would have expected him, honestly, to go for the High King's Quest if he goes for the meme blades here. But he still went on level 1 straight into the Lion's Maw. Alright. I mean, you get the slow and you get a little bit more control with it, so that definitely is helping. But anyways, 41 gems turned in by the blue team. And the red team is trying to not only draw even, but surpass them and get the first Web Weaver wave. We get the pinpoint accuracy on Zarya. I think this is the first meme blade game that I have seen in the last, I want to say, 4 or 5 years. And immediately the quick match plebs out. Viable, viable, viable. The blue Web Weavers coming down first as Nagrom is hacking away. Carrigan needs to carry again and is already looking for a few connects, but couldn't get the combo. And we got 3 kills to 2, but with the Web Weavers now touching ground, there's obviously a nice opportunity to maybe even take a 4 down. I guess for that they would have to get a kill or 2. So yeah, all the way up at the top. Carrigan is pushing the lane down at the bottom. It's Leoric who makes his play, and the rest of the team is in the middle. And Nagrom is just getting farmed. He's just getting farmed. That's 3 kills already. Varian at this point has died 3 times out of the 4 kills against the blue team. So yeah, great job. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, he's pretty much bait. Like, he's bait. He's distracting the opponent's team. He's giving them a shiny object that they want to take down. And the rest of the team is using the space created by Meme Blade Variant to do damage and take structures down. And the tactic is working brilliantly. What a good strategy. What a good strategy. I love it. It's such an IQ 200 play. Instead of picking Taunt and just killing them, they pick Meme Blades, they put that sparkling object in front of the red team, let them chase it, and then use the space they just created to take structures down. Ingenious! Ingenious! Big Pock. Big Pock. Alright, so that is that number 4? Yep, it is. Oh, well, maybe he survives. They take Brightwing. Varian is still dead, but they get a kill, and Carrigan is still carrying. So they got 2 kills. They're trading Varian. So the strategy is still working for them. The strategy is still working perfectly. Honestly, if this continues, then you gotta ask yourself a big question. Does the Bangbush need Nagrom? Would they have won this tournament with only 4 of their heroes? Or 4 of their players? The second fort is down. 5 kills to 4, and they're going for another turn-in. So you gotta give some credit to the Bangbush. They're still making this work. In the meantime, Nagrom is spending more time in the Nexus and dead than he spends on the map. But he's about to arrive back. They still get a kill. 5 versus 4, 5 versus 5. They don't care. They just go in and take them. Does that mean that Ultralisk is worth as much as 2 players? They get another fort at the top. And here he is. So at this point, Nagrom is just using his PhD in PvE to attack some enemies that he can beat, aka minions. But he's going for the next fight. And yeah, they're using the Frenchie as bait. That's all that's happening here. There's no other way to use that. Nagrom, I always assumed that he was a master beta. But he is really putting it to a completely different level here in game number 2 of this Best of 5 series. I mean, big respect, mad respect for him. So in the meantime, Ultralisk is just ripping the red team a new one. They don't really know what to pay attention to. They're looking at Varian on the one hand, but all of a sudden Carrigan is flanking in and killing them from the right. And if they don't do that, then it's all of a sudden the mind control from Sylvanas that is doing a big job on them. So once again the combo, arrow into the back line, Lucio stun, and he's dead. Lucio's down, Nano is on the run, Nagrom is whacking away with the 2 chopsticks that he's holding in his hand, and is getting killed a second later. But again, Carrigan killed Blaze in the meantime, so he's just a distraction. He's just a distraction. That is all that's going on here. 6 kills to 7, the keep has taken damage. And as everybody is going for Varian, Ultralisk is getting his kills. Ultralisk is sitting, I mean, how many kills has he gotten now? I think he's sitting at 4 out of the 6 that they got. So yeah, they're crushing. They're absolutely crushing. Now in the meantime, we have, okay, yeah, Carrigan coming in again. Guess who's missing? Ah, nice, big jump. Not enough to get a hit in. Nice idea though, but they still have to retreat. Oh, 63 gems for Gavlo. Zarya. God. The girl likes the bling. Look at that. 63. Whack, 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 whack. Somebody's trying to get some hits in. Gets stunned again. Brightwing survives, which in and of itself is kind of crazy. And Blaze was able to get the turn in, but now another kill against Hanzo. And Kerrigan is just jumping from one target to another. They kill Garrosh. Now they're going for another hit up here at the top. And big combo from Kerrigan. No! 63 gems and she's gonna lose them all! Zarya is dead, all the gems are gone. Oh boy, 9 kills, 2-7 right now. And this is real problematic. Oh boy, yeah, that hurts. Now we got in the mid lane the defense coming up. Yeah, 15, nearly level 16 now for the Bang Bush. And up at the top, Web Weavers are getting attacked too. So, as it stands, we got the Chrysalis in, the level 16 talents are connecting. We have the Mortal Strike on level 13 for Varian, now on 16. We can see him continue the build a little bit. First and foremost, we have now the Painful Spike, so Kerrigan, probably a little bit more important to focus on her, as she has a bit of a bigger impact here. But yeah, either way. They have a talent disadvantage, but they're still looking for the turn-in. Mithril Maze has been picked now too. 56 gems for the blue team, so they can still try and make a little bit of a play here. 35 gems for Swamkota. I would turn in if I was him, and yeah, it's looking like he's going for it. Up at the top, they're still retreating here. But yeah, it's a bit rough going, obviously, for Team Copium. The problem that they have is they haven't even taken down a single fort yet, so that makes things worse. Already the mind control into the stun, but he could get the... Oh, that's a nice trap. Look at that, trapped against the wall, and Ultralisk is low. Varian distracting them a little bit. Yeah, tries to be part of the action, but can't get in quickly enough. The Entomb stopped Garrosh, and now they can go for the kill. And they get him. They also are having a shot at getting Brightwing too, but first they're taking Zarya down, and Hanzo and Blaze. That's a full 5-man team wipe, everybody. 5-man team wipe as they're taking the entire team down, and now they can potentially go for victory. Here we go. That's the opportunity to go for the core and for the 2-0. Nagrom, he was bait throughout the entire game, and he played his job beautifully well. Congratulations. But at this point, they really got to ask the question, do we need him? Yes or no? 14 kills, 2-7, and this is it. The Bangbush with a 2-0 lead against Team Copium, ladies and gentlemen. GG and well played. Towers of Doom might be the final map of the series. It all depends on whether or not the blue team can now get another victory here. Team Copium, they had a short break after map number 2. Just being like, alright, let's see how we're gonna deal with this. Like, what's the game plan for now? But we have the Bang Bush with the 2-0, and this is match point. So for Team Copium to make it to Miami through the second qualifier, the only thing that they can rely upon is a reverse sweep. Seems difficult. Now, I haven't asked Nagrom if he was just the dedicated bait for game number 2 or if he simply misclicked his talent. But either way, with Ultralisk carrying... Ultralisk put on his big boy pants on that day. Yeah, went in for the big boy carry. That man has calves. It's insane. Put on the backpack, carried the team to victory. But yeah, they made up for that little pick on level 4 by Nagrom. Meme strike, I don't even know how many times he died. I think he died 5 times. So more than half of the deaths on the blue team by meme strike variant. But now it's Towers of Doom. Very different map, very different style. I suppose that we're going to have the ban on Sergeant Hammer again. Brightwing, we get rid of him first. Her. It. Whatever. And it's a Hammer ban. It's actually kind of interesting to me that they're banning Hammer the entire time. I really thought that eventually they would like to pick it up themselves and get Ultralisk on it, but for some reason they just eliminate Sergeant completely from this. Now we get Lucio, as the first pick for the red team, so that's a great pick for Towers of Doom. And powers it pretty heavily. Obviously, Blaze and Dehaka are both still up, so one of the side layers should be chosen now by the Bank Bush, or at least I would be surprised if they didn't. But they go early for Diablo again. And Nagro really wants to play his Dibbles, doesn't he? And there's Swamp plays. Okay. Alright. A little bit of bullying by Diablo. That is honestly a map where I would not have been surprised if they just let Diablo go, because again, the last, I want to say 3 times that they played here, Nagrom chose Stitches and that worked well for them too. All shall suffer. Leo in the house. But yeah, Stitches is working well for them, or has worked well for them in the recent games, and so that could have been an option. Sylvanas for Nano now. But it's Ultralist that we're really looking for. Genji's banned, Maiev is up, Kerrigan is up. I would assume that Maiev is now gonna get banned. I would be a little bit surprised if Maiev does not get the boot here. Not by the blue team, of course, but by Team Copium. These fucking monkeys. The variant ban. Alright. Okay, Medivh gets banned. Like, seriously. Tracer's in, we get Anduin together with him. Alliance above all, shut up. Okay. And Ultralisk, I mean, Maiev is still up. Ultralisk could go for Maiev. What else? I mean, they got Anduin, they got a Light Bomb. They can engage with Tracer and the Light Bomb, Genji is gone. But Maiev is definitely a strong option for them. But Ultralisk has so many options now of what he could go for. Jojo on the other side, main tank, and then we got Cassia, alright. But I kind of like what we now have for the Bang Bush, and with Ultralisk coming in on the final pick, I mean, it's already looking terrifying. Nagrom and Diablo gets Skok on Tracer. Anduin played by Henning after his Brightwing got banned and Lucio taken away from him. So that leaves us with Ultralisk as the final pick. Could again be a Kerrigan pick if they really wanted to. I mean, no, not a problem. Kerrigan, Maiev, both of them up. They go for Maiev as initially expected. That is the draft for the third map, everybody. Let's go. Let's see which team takes it. The Bang Bush or Team Copium. It could be the final map of the series, the Bang Bush. They have the first match point of this grand final. Team Copium on the right side. We got the Bang Bush starting things up with Anduin, played by Heading. We got Svamgrota on Blaze, Ultralisk on Maiev, Skok on Tracer, and Nagrom is playing Diablo. As on the right side of the map, Nano with Cassia, simply with Jojo. We got Gavlon, Sylvanas, Casper playing Leoric, your friendly ghost. It's actually kind of funny that the friendly ghost is called Casper. And Vaiksu as well on Lucio. But yeah, here we are. This could be the final one. If the Bang Bush wins this, and they are the second seed for Europe, and they will get the trip to Miami sponsored. And we'll see them again in the at the offline event in October. Again, if you want to have more information, heroesinternational.net. Check it out. If you're watching this on YouTube, have a look at the video description and the links that are posted there. All the dates are there. Make sure that you mark them down. If you can't attend the event in person, then you should at least make sure that you're watching it. It's all happening on my Twitch channel, as usual. So, yeah, down to the bottom of the map. We already have our 4-man. And as is, Might of the Banshee Queen. Oh, they're brawling it out. And look at the kill. Sylvanas down as Tracer moved in deep into the backline and hit it hard. Nicely done. They might even get another one. Hello, Cassia. But Nano is able to zip away. Good opening, though. Nice start for the Bang Bush. Job well done. Now we still have them rotating. The first camps are also up, and this is where Maiev is already dealing with the situation. They're even putting pressure on Casper now. Red team also going for the camp. So far it hasn't been invaded, and they're going to be a little bit late if that was the plan. We'll just see what happens, and that's about it. But with that, we still have them going for the mid lane and consistently pressuring Leoric whenever they can. So Nagrom wants to have another couple of wall stuns, and Ultralisk on Maiev is of course always a force to be reckoned with. I mean, his Kerrigan and his Maiev are banned this so many times for a reason. But yeah, they're already going for Nano here. Another couple of cleaves incoming. Tracer in the middle of the map locked into a battle with Sylvanas, so the two of them going at each other once again. But here we are. A little bit of drain at the top. Big money pick style here, of course. We got the subdue for Jojo on level 4. Paralyzing rage for Leoric. And, well, here comes Svamgrota. The two of them involved in a bit of a staring contest. So far, Blaze is having a little bit more trouble against Leo. The drains so far have been decent, and of course it can rotate a few of the heroes over to help him out there as well. Tracer, for example, could definitely help to put more pressure onto Leoric if she wanted to. But the first altars, they're now slowly spawning, and the trap is there. Nagrom even engaging, might have bitten off a little more than he can chew, but thanks to Henning, he's getting pulled out of the fight. And Ultralisk moving in, but Blaze goes down. Yeah, Blaze goes down topside. So they rotated as expected, a hero over, but Tracer is able to get the counter kill. So now it's a kill for a kill at the top as the battle at the bot lane still rages on with the altars now spawning and Diablo engaging again, but has to retreat here. Slowly moving back now. Makes you already with an attempt to go for the first channel. Tracer, yeah, annoying Leo a little bit as Blaze is making a move at the top left. But they might still lose the third one down here. And this is usually the neutral one that everybody is fighting over. Another attack is coming, but they're just getting pushed back right now. Tracer and Blaze up at the top, so if they can interrupt this once again, and they can, they might even be able to go for the top, and the channel is happening. Tracer is trying to go for Leo, and they nearly got the kill there, but the red team is now about to sacrifice the altar at the bottom of the map, which would give a second one towards the bang bush. It's only Jojo and Diablo that's still fighting over it. Svamgrota gets attacked, and Cassia is down. Tracer coming in with the kill. And they're going for another move. They're still trying to get a few more of these boys destroyed. And Henning is getting close and nearly got the channel. Leoric sacrifices himself to prevent it from happening. But honestly, I'm not sure if that was worth it. Lucio is zipping in again, or thinking about it. But Svamgrota got it. Guys, they're aiming for the 40-0. That's getting real dangerous for Team Copium. They're losing a lot here. 4 kills to 1, early level 7 talent, only 1 altar still in play. Now Tracer's a bit low and has to be very careful. If she doesn't get a heal, then she needs to retreat and go at least to the fountain on lane. Level 7 talent now for both, and the fight just continues. Copium wants to have at least one of the 2 altars. They don't want to give this up this easily. Nagrom gets attacked, gets saved again by Henning. But Svamgrota is still in trouble, and Lucio is channeling and might just be able to get it finally for the team. Big kill on Sylvanas as Blaze dies though. And another tether as Ultralisk is just dishing out the pain. 5 kills to 2 in total. And still more damage done by Tracer as Skork just doesn't give up on this. Can't stop, won't stop. The mace to the face though as Tracer falls, but Leoric is also getting dropped, so they're exchanging more and more kills here. It's brutal. They're brawling hard. 9 kills, 5 minutes into the game. Big brawl between the two teams. 2 altars for the bang bush, 1 altar channeled by Team Copium. But after 5 minutes, we're already at level 9 for the blue team. And of course, the pumpkins, they get attacked again. They're going for it right away. Top side talking pumpkins. Svamgrota is trying to get another one. I suppose that Caspar is going to sniff that one out. Problem is that everybody in the mid lane is blue. So these guys are going to make a rotation towards the top to secure that they can get that mercenary camp. And Leo won't be able to do anything about it. And he's fully aware of it too. Jet propulsion missed, still a little bit of damage done, but Caspar is easily rotating away from this. The main fight is happening down at the bottom of the map though, as Ultralisk goes for another tether. And they're pushing Nano straight into the range of the tower and nearly get the kill. Tracer isn't there yet, or that could have been another hero lost. But level 10 abilities are now there. It gives us the APOC once again. Anduin Is he gonna go for the word? Is he gonna go for the bubble? He's hesitating a little bit. I mean, with the comp that they're playing, I would say Light Bomb, right? Tracer engaged, Maiev engaged, Diablo engaged. You have so many heroes that can dive easily into the midst of the opponent's team. And there it is. Light Bomb gets taken. Anything else would have honestly shocked me here. But here we are. We got the disc out. First ult has been channeled. Second one is about to happen too. Swamgrota interrupted. But look at Leo. Yeah, Leo has already suffered. So he's low. You gotta heal him up a little bit or risk that he's gonna get murdered. And he's already getting attacked by Nagrom right from the get-go. They're putting the pressure on him. Here comes the light bomb into the apocalypse, and Cassia gets out and gets murdered as Nagrom goes for hit number 2. They go for Leo. They might be able to take him down as well. Sylvanas and Tracer are both dead. The brawl still continues, but with the bunker on the ground, they're getting Leoric. And now they can go for the channel. Ultralisk is making it happen. Another 4 shots fired against Team Copium. And they are slowly but steadily in real trouble here. 24 to 36 points. A lot more momentum now with the increased death timers for the Bangbush as they are attempting to take down the wall at the bot lane and open up the bell tower for conversion. Blaze has moved towards the top side. And there's still... Ultralisk is going to be fine. Ward of the Wardens is still up, so not a problem for him. Damage output. Ultralisk should be pretty high actually. Yeah, he's top damage. Top damage for the blue team. 23,000. And Tracer is also 23k. Slightly behind him. Talk about Tracer. Gets attacked here, but Skork with a recall gets out of the fight. Blessed Shield hit him hard, but he was able to get out with barely no damage against him. Nagrom, by the way, every time he sees a wall and a hero, he just goes for it. He doesn't care. Infinite Lightning already being used here. The ult on... oh, careful! Maiev is dead. Maiev down. Well done. Team Copium, they got the kill. Another camp has been claimed while all of this happened by Swamgrota up at the top. But now the only ones that haven't died yet on the blue team are Anduin and Diablo. Which is kind of surprising considering how ham Nagrom goes every single fight that he sees. Over and over and over again. So, yeah, down to the bottom of the map. Single altar popping up now. They got level 13 and they want Casper and they get him. Yeah, good for Skork. Nice damage. They are trying for that bell tower though. Yeah, light bomb engaged, the stun, and Sylvanas in real trouble. She gets out for now, but here comes the Blaze flank. They're trying to go for the kills, and Tracer is obviously not far away. So here comes the stun, and Sylvanas rushes away and barely escapes, but she still managed to do so, which is incredible. Lucio not so lucky on the other hand, so he's dead. Lucio down, no support for them, and now Nano is also about to get dropped. He's dead too. Yeah, they're losing way more. They're fully engaging in that fight still. They're hoping for a bit of a miracle, I suppose, and Diablo dies. But he still had the soul stacks. Sylvanas is dead. Leo is down. It's insane. Insane battle at this point. Just mad brawl, 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 brawl. Over and over again. First it was Lucio, then Cassia that fell. They even got Jojo now. I mean, it's 21 kills at the 10-minute mark. Oh, holy hell. Team Copium. I mean, they're trying. You gotta give them that. They're really trying. They're attacking. They're looking for aggression. They're hoping to find salvation in these team fights. But of course, it's an uphill battle against a team that is as coordinated as the Bangbush. And these guys, they're having a good time. They're coming in again with another light bomb combo, already applying pressure to Cassia, looking for a kill. They get it too. Quick save on Nagrom. Even the Entomb comes just half a moment too late. Blaze isn't even here. He's at the top. Lucio is dead as Tracer. Can't stop, won't stop. Moves in, drops him. And they're looking for a third kill, and they find it in Sylvanas. Sylvanas down, but at least Diablo falls. Leo is going to pay with his life for it. So, as all of this happens, guess what? Swamgrota is still sitting at the top lane. Benny Hill theme is already playing. He's just going for full PvE, taking a minion wave down after another, increasing the lead that they have in experience and helping them also to take slowly but steadily another bell tower down. It's nuts. It's honestly a little bit nuts right now. They're doing such a great job here. We had 19 kills to 7 and a 5-3 bell tower situation. They have to give the camp up though. And nicely done by Team Copium. Disc is out, but they're not going for the fight yet. The problem is that these top pumpkins might even take down the bell tower here. So now that we have a double, especially with Blaze now assisting the minion wave too. So this could very well be a 6-2-2 bell tower situation. And that would be a lot of shots fired. And yes, this is exactly where we are. And there's still no level 16. Team Copium still doesn't have level 16. That's a nice touch, trying to steal it away. Hoping that the opponent didn't account for that, but indeed they did. So now we have pumpkins at the bottom of the map, threatening the core even further. First channel is happening with Maiev. Bunker had to be used. Ultralisk, 6 shots fired. That drops them down to 14. If they can get both, guys, this is likely going to be single digits on the core for Team Copium, especially since the pumpkins at the bot lane are making it. Sylvana's dead. Lucio dead. Oh my god, it's a slaughter. Cassia's fallen. 5-man team wipe incoming. They're looking for it. They want it. And they are barely not getting it. Ultralisk made it out. They can go for the channel. The pumpkins already made it, and guys, they can end the game here. I don't even know what they're doing. They just have to channel and go for the boss in its game. And I'm lying. I'm absolutely lying. They're still missing one. They're still missing one single shot. So they go for the conversion instead. And once that they do that and then focus on the boss, it's game over. No matter what the red team does, they will lose the game if they make that play. And it seems exactly what's going on here. They go for the full control over the bell towers. And they have it right now. If they go to the boss, then Team Copium has to waste too much time. Time is working in favor of the Bangbush now, and they could just go for the boss. That is game. Fantastic play by the Bangbush. A very clean 3-0 victory against Team Copium. They're able to make it work. YOLOing hard into the walls now. Maiev falls, but it doesn't matter anymore. The shots are already being fired. And congratulations to the Bangbush. They get the ticket to Miami. They are the 2nd seed for Europe. And they will join Washed Up to represent Europe at the Heroes International in Miami in October. Congratulations.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.